Hey everybody, Mark here with Discover Your Home. Hey Brian, thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. What I'm going to talk about tonight is quartz countertops. Well, we'll talk about quartz in specific, talk about a company and a product that I like to use, that I've used for several years. Company's called Cambria. Some of you are familiar with it. They are a family-owned company out of Lotz, Minnesota, and they make quartz. Boy, that was terrible. Quartz natural stone surfaces, and you can use them in many different applications. Tonight we'll talk about several of them. We're going to talk about the pros of the product itself, talk about some colors, talk about some edges that you can have put on say kitchen countertops, and why I like to use it and why we're using it in a lot of folks' homes. And hopefully this can answer some questions for you guys out there viewing us tonight. Cambria quartz. Let's talk about quartz and what is it. Quartz is basically a natural mineral in the earth, and we mine it out of the ground. Quartz countertops, or quartz material, is basically mined, mixed with like polymer resins. So it's like about 95% quartz to 5 or 10% polymers. They heat it together, mix it all together in a big batch, press it, and they come out in large sheets like granite and marble. So where granite and marble is mined from the earth, quartz is also, but then it's man-made. So we're looking at truly nature-made and man-made. So that's kind of the two differences of what they are once they come to your home. With Cambria, there's a lot of different things that I like about it. One, they give you a ton of color designs. I think approximately 133, and they usually add 3 to 4 a year. And for the most part, you get a wide range. So you're talking from light, medium, to dark colors. And maybe I'll show you a couple here real quick. I'll show you, these are some that we've actually have installed. Let me grab one of them here real quick. This one is on the real dark side. This is called Wellington. I don't know how I'll get it up a little closer there. Hey there. It's very dark. You can see that there's some shiny fleck in it. It's kind of a really dark brown with kind of some silver veining in it. Looks incredible. We did this sitting on top of a rustic hickory cabinets for a customer of ours, his office in his basement. Beautiful. Turned out stunning. There are the pros that I like about the things that I like about quartz. Number one is it's a harder material than marble and granite, so it makes it more durable. It's harder to chip, it's harder to scratch, and it's less likely to stain. So it's a pretty durable surface. What I like about the quartz material, the Cambria material, versus, say, a natural stone is natural stones are a little bit softer and they are porous. If you get real close and you look down on a granite countertop, you can see these little pits in there. That's just the natural product itself. So a lot of times granite or marble will have to be sealed, especially in a kitchen application where you're using you've got raw chicken and materials that you don't want to kind of leach into the surface. So you have to seal and polish a lot of the granite and marble that's out there. So this you don't. It's pretty durable stuff. Real easy cleanup. It doesn't require, everything's very mild soap, a nice soft cloth, warm water, and you're done. There really doesn't require a lot of effort to clean it. It looks beautiful. That's certainly, I have no doubt, every customer that we have put in their homes, whether it was in a bathroom, kitchen application, office, fireplace. There's a lot of areas that you can use this product in. You can put it on your floors, backsplashes. We just recently did a project that we used it as a backsplash. Turned out stunning, and we were really happy to see it. There again, what I do like about this is for probably most cases what we use it in is kitchens, because you are working around raw foods. If you get some chicken or pork or beef on your countertop, it's simply wipe it off. You don't have to worry about it leaching into the surface. Very hard, very durable. So let's talk a little bit about some of the edge profiles that they have out there. We're going to talk about 3 tonight. Okay, I think they have roughly about 19 at the moment. We're going to talk about 3. We're going to talk a little bit about the ones we use the most, the ones that we see a little bit, and kind of a special one. So let's talk about the Sea Cliff edge. Okay, I'll turn it on its side here. You can see that there. It's got a beveled edge on top. It's not rounded, it's just a nice beveled edge. This is what we're putting in, I would say, probably about 85% of the time. A lot of the look is very clean that we're seeing today. So this is a very simple, clean look. I believe this is, well, it finishes this. This is, I want to say, it's the Waterstone collection. I'm not sure. It might be Buckingham. But looks nice, very standard. There again, we can get it in 133 different color designs. So if this is, they come in several thicknesses. Standard in kitchen, what we put in is 3 centimeters. This profile comes in 2, 3, and 4 centimeters. Okay, but this is pretty standard. And that is called your Sea Cliff Edge by Cambria. Okay, let's talk about, and that's commonly used bathrooms and kitchen countertops. We're going to go to a little more unique edge. We'll take a look at that color. It's pretty kind of wild. That is the Aberdeen color. Okay. And this is what they call the chiseled edge. I'm going to see if you can see it on the side here. I'll give you a little bit of a look there. It's very rough. It's the moraine edge by Cambria. I don't know, it's probably backwards there for you guys, but it's very natural. This looks, if you've got more of a natural looking finished cabinet, folks are putting this in their basements where they kind of make up in the Chicagoland area here. A lot of folks travel up to the great north woods of Wisconsin and Michigan, and they like to do their basements in more of a kind of a natural Northwoods feel. So this is kind of gives you that real rough texture look to it. So in a powder room in the basement, or maybe maybe in your cabin. So nice look, real rough finish. Looks more natural. You definitely want to go kind of a rustic feel. The color with this, pretty interesting. Probably not my choice, but it might be yours, okay? And that color was Aberdeen with the chiseled moraine look. Then on our third and final edge here is the mitered edge here. It's called the rim rock, okay? Let me make sure that, yep, rim rock edge. And what this is 2 centimeters, okay? And what this is really designed for, it's mitered at the pieces here, and they kind of epoxy them together. They 45 them, miter them, and squeeze epoxy together. And this is great for bar tops and islands. And what it does is it's a thinner material than, say, let's take that, grab that 3 centimeters. Let's see if I can line that up. Okay, it's a lighter in material, but it looks heavier in appearance. So this is great on kind of a a bar in the basement where you got that nice big front edge people can kind of lean up against. Okay, I believe this color is called Berkeley. We've done this color, looks stunning. Really, in fact, last year we just recently did a kitchen with this countertop in their kitchen. So there again, beautiful, but very unique. Also, you can see where customers are using the quartz for even furniture. So there's some real unique things that they can do with it. Okay. What I like about Cambria is I really love how they put everything together on their website. Very classy. They give you a lot of information. They also have an online magazine called Cambria Style, so you might want to check that out. Done beautifully. They've just elegant, classy. They give you a lot of ideas. One thing I really love is they have worked together with Benjamin Moore on a paint match tool. So let's say you pick out a color called New Quay, and they have 4 selections that go along with that color. And I'll tell you what, a lot of our customers like that because it's simple. It gives them a quick visual to what you have there, and works really well. We've done it in several homes, and people like the ease of the selection of color. So just kind of run through a couple colors here for you. That's New Quay. These are the ones that are popular that we've put in the last couple of years. This is called Aragon, Bradshaw, Berkeley, and Buckingham. And they're all very similar. I know it's kind of hard to see maybe on your screen, but they're very similar, but little different. Some have a little more black. The one thing about quartz, you get a more consistent look in a slab as opposed to a granite selection. You can get these in samples of 3x3 and 12x12. I highly recommend whoever you are working with to get a 12x12 sample. Get a couple different colors in your house under different lighting. And if you could, that'd be wonderful. You'd be surprised on how much difference one versus the other will look. Hey Manny, thank you for joining us. So that's about it as far as the product. A little bit of the information. We're gonna come back and revisit some other profiles, other colors, and other applications for you. Hey, I'm Mark. Thank you again for joining us at Discover Your Home. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks again for joining us. Good night.